What's up, everybody? Matt Gajewski here, back again with the Awesemo channel, and today we are doing a quick VOD on preseason DFS. We have a 2-game slate tonight, so we are going to go position by position and talk about the best plays. If you would like more preseason DFS content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. We'll have live before locks, strategy shows, everything you need for the preseason. And for you deep divers, make sure to head over to Awesemo. Check out our preseason package. We have everything from write-ups, we have DFS projections, everything you could possibly need for preseason DFS, one of my favorite times of year. But let's get into our video, and we are going to start with the quarterback position. We just have 2 games on the slate. So with preseason DFS, the key, find these playing times. Where can we get the value? And it starts with the Washington football team and Taylor Heineke. So all these teams today are going to have 3 quarterbacks healthy. Now, breaking down the playing time, Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't project to see more than a half a quarter, maybe a full quarter at most, and that leaves Taylor Heineke to handle almost a full half. They will not have Kyle Allen tonight, reducing the available playing time, and Steven Montez projects to get cut after the preseason. Taylor Heineke is a quarterback we like with dual threat ability coming out of Old Dominion. He's shown that skill set before, and he has our highest projection among quarterbacks. So he's at 8.2 points on both DraftKings and FanDuel. As far as the other quarterbacks on the slate, playing time is just a little more volatile in those situations. So we are taking the rushing floor with Taylor Heineke, and he is the safest quarterback play on the board tonight, which brings us to the running back position. And you'll notice a theme throughout the show that Pittsburgh is pretty shallow at most positions today, and we have Jalen Samuels. So Pittsburgh, entering this game, we have some injury concerns. Benny Snell and Kalen Ballage are not expected to play. Even Anthony McFarland has been banged up in practice. He did play in the Hall of Fame game, but still, we're not expecting a full workload for McFarland, which leaves basically Najee Harris and Jalen Samuels. They have a couple camp bodies in Tony Brooks James, Trey Edmonds, and Derek Watt is a fullback. None of them should see a ton of playing time, and Brooks James and Edmonds didn't in the Hall of Fame game. Najee Harris is expected to play about a quarter after Mike Tomlin used him more than we expected in the Hall of Fame game. But even with that extra usage, you still had Jalen Samuels handling most of the work. He led the backfield in touches in the Hall of Fame game. He's a strong pass catcher, and he should be playing with both the first team unit mixing in there and then playing throughout the first half with the second team unit and perhaps even the third. He easily has the clearest projection as far as playing time goes on this particular slate. Moving to the wide receiver position, we are going to stick with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is just a case where we have a lot of injuries on the team. We don't know for sure who is going to play, so make sure you watch live before lock tonight. But this week, we've had Chase Claypool, James Washington, and Ray McLeod out of practice with injury. The status isn't clear on any of them, but there's a chance that all 3 sit. We also had Juju Smith-Schuster miss the Hall of Fame game. There hasn't been an injury update for Smith-Schuster, so I'm not sure if he will play or not. But with those players potentially out, Pittsburgh may be playing with as few as 7 healthy receivers. Now, looking at what happened in the Hall of Fame game, you had Anthony Johnson running clearly with the second team, dabbling with the third team, playing a ton of snaps. And with these injuries, he should play even more. There's a chance he's up around 30 snaps tonight. We have him projected for 4 drives, almost on the dot. Projection on DraftKings at 4.2 points, 3.4 on FanDuel. And again, there's only 7 healthy receivers in Pittsburgh. We're just going to get extra run for these guys. Some other names that you may see on the field quite a bit: Isaiah McCoy, Rico Bussey, Matthew Sexton, a couple players coming out of the MAC. So make sure in your DFS lineups you are focusing on Pittsburgh. Even if it's not Johnson in your GPPs, this team has a lot of players injured and a condensed opportunity share. To close this out, we're sticking with Pittsburgh again, and we go to the tight end position. Tight end is pretty consistent across the board tonight. There's not very many teams that are dealing with a ton of injuries. Pittsburgh and New England look like they will have the most condensed opportunity, but we've had reports coming out of Pittsburgh from the beat writers that they want to take an extra look at Pat Freiermuth tonight. Freiermuth is their second-round rookie coming out of Penn State. He missed most of his final season of college with an injury, and he missed the Hall of Fame game as well. Coming into this game, we're not expecting a ton of snaps from Eric Ebron, and based on what the beat reporters are saying, this extra look for Freiermuth could mean fantasy production. And again, tight end is one of the most volatile positions in DFS. So if we can even pick up a couple targets here, that's really what we're looking for. And again, the rest of the slate, it's a 2-game slate. It's going to be comprised of Washington versus New England. Again, we're focusing on Heineke at quarterback, and then Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. A lot of the skill position players should come from Pittsburgh just because of how the depth on their roster is shaken out. A lot of injuries there. But that will do it for us at Awesemo. Again, I'm Matt Gajewski on Twitter at Matt_Gajewski. Make sure to check out that preseason package. Stick around tonight. We are going to have you covered with all DFS action all preseason long. Have a good one. We will see you guys later.